Hi students, welcome to Ramesh Institute of Economy. So today current topic farm bills. It is a current topic. Nationwide strikes are going on. Agrarian distrust is visible clearly due to misconception, misinterpretation. That's why we should try to gather the total support from the farmers and the states. Abruptly, these bills were introduced. That's why government facing some problem. So trustworthy conditions are to be created. Why? Because these bills not at all harm the farmers. It's true, but misconception leads the problem. So many more reforms are needed for agriculture. Why? Because lapse of 70 years of independence, right? Farmers subject suicides. So these reforms are to delay. Why? Because the first industrial policy took place in 1948, but with reference to agriculture, right, it was only in 1993, 50 years delay. The agriculture comes under the primary sector, which is basement of the economy, but basement is not good. That's why economy is subject to upswings and downswings. We have to know this fact. So many more corrections are needed. Many more reforms are needed. Policies, acts, bills, everything we needed. The main reason is 70% of the people, right, residing in rural areas, of which 48% workforce, not as 70% here, out of 100%, 48% of the workforce in the agriculture, but they are getting meager income, which seems right that 0.9% of GDP itself. So we should try to recognize all these problems. Now, I wanted to unearth the problems and the old system, new system can be compared. Then now we see some historical perspective also, right? So then only we get clarity, right? Okay. So they introduced 3 bills: trade, commerce, price assurance, essential commodities, right? Okay. So here the main motto of the government is doubling of farm income by 2022. In order to reach that goal, government doing her best to undertake different types of programs, of which farm bills one of them. Right. So here, okay. First, we see some historical things in order to get clarity idea. This year before industrial revolution, India was one of the richest countries. That is before 1750. 3 countries were there: India, China, Egypt. These 3 countries were the rich nations before industrial revolution. So I used one word, that is industrial revolution. What is meant by industrial revolution? Means goods prepared by the machinery instead of hands. This is right. Industrial revolution. IR. Right. When services are prepared by the machinery, yes, it is ICR in information communication revolution. Yes, goods and services treated as economy. In order to speedier growth rate, the economy, we should try to realize 2 revolutions. One is industrial revolution, rest one is the ICR, industrial, yes, communication, information communication revolution. So, but we didn't realize in the fruits of industrial revolution, the main reason was British entry. We didn't right here realize Industrial Revolution due to UK presence in India. That was the unfortunate thing. Otherwise, we would have become industrialized nation. As I told you before Industrial Revolution, yes, we were the richer countries, one of them, right? Besides Egypt, China, we have to know the facts, right? UK encouraged commercial crops and to feed their industries and discourage food crops, which led famine. You see, they encouraged commercial crops in order to feed their industries. Why? Because industrial revolution took place in the British and in the country itself. So that's why first economic intellectuals were the UK people. We have to understand. And they discouraged food crops, which led famine. Here about 22 times, right, famine took place in our India, of which Bengal was the biggest, in which we lost near about 40 lakhs. I think about 4 million people died. That was the blunder mistake which was done by the Britishers in the reign of India, right? You see here they made India into a colony called nothing but they used us for the development of the Britishers economy. That is a colony, right? So because of their presence in India, UK left deindustrialization, they destructed industries. Because their main motto is take away the raw material from India and supply the finished goods into India. That was the motto, right? That's why this deindustrialization took place in the reign. Next one is UK left deurbanization. Simply they destructed urbans. That's why urban people moved towards rural. They left poverty, they left unemployment, they left famine, they left hunger. Yes, at the time of independence, 1947, shift to mouth economy was there. So this is a reverse economy. Generally, as development is taking place, generally people move from rural to urban area. But in the reign, what happened is urban people moved to a rural area. There was ruralization. They left ruralization. They left unemployment. They left poverty. They left famine. They left hunger. Yes, these are the gifts which were given by the Britishers to India. Yes. Even food grades had to import. Yes, 1947 situation is telling. Unfortunately, our planners didn't give priority except first plan. You have to understand. Right? You see, totally our agrarian economy restricted by the Britishers. That's why we should try to develop agriculture. But except first plan, you see 33% of the plan resources allocated towards agriculture. Rest plans, just 20 or below 20%, allocation took place towards agriculture. As I told you, agriculture comes under primary sector, which is the basement of the building. But unfortunately, we ignored agriculture. That's why even the lapse of 70 years of independence, what happened? The farmer is subjected to suicides, right? So here India is the wettest country, but didn't realize near about 200 rivers. We have 200 rivers. However, India seems dried country, not wettest country. 60% of the area, dried area, which are used for crops. 60% of the irrigated area, which is dryland agriculture, which is going on. Dryland agriculture, which leads to consumption of high level of pesticides, fertilizers. Cost of production, takes place. Cost escalation takes place. That's why here farmers, near about 86% farmers are the small and marginal. They are not able to do culture perfectly. They are subjected to losses. You have to understand. Total Indian geography. Here total Indian geography, encircled by the water, Arabian Sea, Indian Sea, Bay of Bengal, even Himalayas also, giving perennial rivers. However, dried agriculture, it is going on. Yes, so we are having 200 rivers, not a joke, However, we are not using. The reason was policy paralysis. Everything is there in our India, but Indian economy, yes. Even the lapse of 70 years of independence, Indian economy kept under developing economy, not a developed countries list. That was unfortunate thing what we are having in our India. You see here, besides this, southwest monsoon is there, northeast monsoon is there, winter monsoon is there, summer monsoon is there. We are having very good rain system. It's true, right? Every year we are getting rains, right? Actually, India was the wettest country because 200 rivers and monsoon system is as good. Believable monsoon system we are having. That is long period average 93%, right? Yes, rains are assured. That is LPA stands for long period average percentage 93%, but we are not using them at the maximum extent. That's why here agriculture seems weak. However, agriculture right seems weak. We didn't use rivers to the maximum extent. That was a blunder, which mistake which is done by the planners. You see, hence we are having, yes, 60% of the dry lands, which led low productivity, which led high consumption fertilizers, yes, which can't provide high priced crops. You know the fact. We need, yes, we need inter-river right connectivity, but yes, not done. Even the lapse of 70 years of independence, as I told you, 200 rivers must be interlinked. Then only, right, we get agriculture as a sturdy. Yes, we are facing a negative labor, yes, output ratio. As I told you, out of 100 workers, 48 workers are exist in the agriculture, but they are getting only 13.9% of GDP. Meager GDP is being grabbed by the farming society. That was, that is negative OL ratio. Yeah, that's why farmers are seem weak. As I told you, 86% of the farmers are SMF, small and medium, farmers, small and marginal farmers. Yes, hence capital formation seems less, so we need private investment in the agriculture. Badly needed private investment. Why? Because 86% of the farmers are marginal, small. They are not able to pump, investment, capital formation. That's why we need private investment, in urgency. As I told you, you see 14.5 crore farmers are there, of which 12 crore farmers are SMF, small marginal farmers. They are not able to enhance the investment in our India in order to get a high level productivity, high level production. That's why private investment must be encouraged. We are facing disguised unemployment, means more than required workforce presence in agriculture. They look like working, but nothing was produced. Yes, it was an unfortunate thing. More than required workforce existing, however their production seems zero. That is, marginal productivity of labor is equal to zero. Yes, that's why it should be reversed. Excess labor must be converted to either into industry or into service sector. Then only we can remove the disguised unemployment. We are facing seasonal employment, 6 to 7 months having work subjected to unemployment. That was also one of the unfortunate thing what we are having in India. Yes, you see, only out of 12 months, 6 to 7 months, yes, work is there. Rest period they are subject to idleness. That situation can be treated as, that is right. What is? Yes, it is, seasonal unemployment. So it is understood that many more problems are being faced by the agriculture. That's why we need to have bold reforms. More than 50% of farming society depends upon monsoon, which are so uncertain. You see, so that's why here we should try to provide irrigational facilities. We should cultivate the total area, even though absence of rain. Hence, we need grass sown area. It consists of rain and source. Source means well, canals, tanks. GAA only source. Source means wells, canals, tanks. If we cultivate 100 acres in GSA, only 50% of the area is cultivated, absence of rain. That is GIA, gross irrigated area. Even though rains are absent, we should try to cultivate total area. Unfortunately, only 50% of the area, yes, we are cultivating. Nothing but 50% of the farming society simply depending upon monsoon. But only two states, Punjab, Haryana, yes, they are equalizing the GSA and GAA. So GSA, GAA equal in two states, that is Punjab, Haryana. Rest states only 50% of the farming society enjoyed by the irrigation. But Punjab people, even though rains, yes, seem absence, they can cultivate total area. Irrespective of the rainfall, they can produce. But rest states are facing, this is the problem. So that's why we should try to match GSA with GIA. Then only farming, yes, seems yes, good and productive, right? Okay. Being an agricultural country, we are the importer of oil seeds, pulses. It is shameful issue. Near about 70% of the people, either directly, indirectly, are residing in rural scene, and 48% of the workforce, in agriculture. However, we are importing oil seeds, pulses. Must be reversed. Unfortunately, the production of pulses, India takes first rank, but we are net importer. You know the fact. So you see here, actually we are having, yes, different climatical conditions, right? Hill areas, we can grow horticulture crops. Cool areas, apples, deserted dates, like this we can. So India must be a #1 country in agriculture, but the situation seems. You see here, but farmers subjected to suicides. Out of 100 suicides, 7.4% suicide belongs to farmers. You may imagine what happened yes, in the country. Lapse of 70 years of independence, 7.4% suicides takes place among the farming society. So we need to have much more reforms in agriculture sector. Then only we can build a sturdy basement for the economy. Nearly 45% of farmers are not interested to exist in agriculture. Out of 100, 45% not interested. However, they are existing. Only daily 2,000 farmers left from agriculture. That is push migration, not pull migration. They are entering to urban areas and residing in slum areas, which led poverty, unemployment, everything is there. That's why we should try to control push migration. First industry policy introduced in 1948, but first agriculture policy took place in 1993. So it seems a delay. So that's why here stepmotherly treatment just towards agriculture is going on. That's why agriculture must be given priority. Bold economic reforms were introduced in 1990s in industries, but not in agriculture. Why stepmotherly treatment towards agriculture? Right? As I told you. So it is understood that many more reforms are needed. We need private investment in agriculture. We should try to control the suicides in India. We should try to convert the dried areas into wettest areas. Why? Because we are having 200 rivers and very good monsoon system and very good climatical conditions. We should try to use them. Okay. So per capita rise in India, 73.4 kgs, 1961, but it seems 69.1. Decreased in 2019. Right? So you only tell about the reforms. Are we need reforms or not? You only tell. You see, pulse per capita per day in grams, it was 60.7 1951, but it seems only 48.9. Again decrease in 2019. You only tell, are we needed reforms or not? Right? Okay. So here. So don't consider only industrial countries, enter into the list of advanced countries. Even agricultural countries, like Australia, Denmark, Canada, also treated as advanced countries. So we need development. development either in agriculture or industry doesn't matter. Why? Because you see Denmark country, Australia country, Canada country, these are the agriculture countries. However, they are the advanced countries. That's why don't ignore the agriculture sector. You see here, Green Revolution in India has led a cost escalation. Further led farmer suicides. So Green Revolution must be replaced with organic farming, zero budget, natural farming. Then only exports are instigated. The unfortunate thing is, just we introduced Green Revolution. But what happened in Green Revolution? Yes, consumption of fertilizers increased, consumption of pesticides increased, cost escalation took place. That is the main problem what we are facing. Why? Because 86% of the farming society simply, right, they are small and marginal. That's why they are given required right energy. So that's why Green Revolution must be replaced. Okay, right. As development takes place, people move towards second order wage goods, since we need value added crops. You see, that's why we should try to produce, besides rice, besides wheat, we should try to enter into vegetables, green vegetables, leafy vegetables, right? Okay, agri plus allied sector also to be developed. A farmer must get income as high salaried public servant, but it is not visible. Yes, we should try to know the facts. After knowing these facts, you only tell, are we needed the reforms in agriculture or not? Yes, we explained the background story. Yes, the situation what we had in the British reign, what we had since 1947. Yes, how the Green Revolution distracted the economy. Why? Because totally soil health affected, human health affected, animal health affected because of Green Revolution. That's why Green Revolution must be replaced by the zero budget natural farming. Then only we can instigate right exports. Otherwise, we have to face so many problems. Okay, so we have to know this fact. So here, so we need badly economic reforms in agriculture, right? Mr. Modi opted doubling of crops by 2022. So yes, is there any wrong? No. Yes, you see here, to realize the goal, he introduced many more programs for farming. For example, you see, right? To instigate investment, PM Kisan Samman Nidhi introduced. Yes, farmers, SMEs here, small and marginal, given right 6,000 rupees per annum. Yes, near about 120 million farmers are being benefited by this program. To provide pension, Mr. Modi started PM Kisan Mandan Yojana. Yes, pension near about 3,000 rupees per month. Yes. For crop instance, he introduced Fasal Bima Yojana, PM Fasal Bima Yojana. Yes, then animal loan, that is Pashu Kisan credit cards. To promote organic farming, it started Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. To instigate irrigation, PM Krishi Sinchai Yojana. To spread out demarketing, ENAM. Right? Okay. So, to improve productivity, the soil health card system introduced towards perishable items, Operation Greens, tomato, onion, potato crops. Right, towards multi-commodity, parcel train, that is the Rail Kisan Yojana also started. Right here, value add realization, connect national international routes, Kisan Udan scheme also introduced. Besides these, many more old programs also being implemented by Mr. Modi government. Come on, tell me, students. Come on, tell me, students. Can Modi cheat the farmers? No chance. No chance. Old programs are being implemented. New programs are being implemented. Right? After doubling of farm income. Okay. So that's why we have to accept the farm bills. These bills not at all harm the farmer, but misconception is going on. He couldn't capture total support of the farmers. He couldn't capture the total support of the states. That's why nationwide strikes are going on. Unfortunately, some farmers are diverted by the political parties. It is true, right? We should try to know the fact and support the farm bills which are instigate farm yield. Now we should try to write unearth the difference from old system to new system, right? Okay, so first one is using in old system APMC is there, Agriculture Producer Marketing Committee, Agriculture Producer Market Committee. Now also we have so we didn't eliminate, remove the APMC. That's why here government mandi is presence. Government didn't cancel government mandi. That is APMC. Yes, in old system we had, now also we have. Okay, next one is sale within the mandi. The farmers forcefully, right? Yes, they need to sell their products in the government mandi itself. But here besides mandi, sale elsewhere. Yes, they can sell their products outside mandi, outside state, outside district, outside nation. That's why we are increasing demand. We are increasing demand. When demand increases, price automatically increases. Then farmers are benefited. Okay, that's why Mr. Modi gave this opportunity to the farming society. But yes, we are not able to understand the situation. 1 to 1.5% says right is being charged in the mandi. Yes, we can escape when we sell elsewhere. So here that is 1%, 1 to 1.5%. Yes, 1% crop, 1.5% crop is charged as cess. That's why this is the main revenue to the government. That's why state governments are opposing. Yes, this is the situation. Okay, that's why if you sell your products outside mandi, you need not pay cess. Okay. So no bargaining power. Why? Because limited commission agents are there, traders are there. That's why they became a cartel, right? In order to suppress the farming society, cheat the farming society. But here adequate bargaining power. Why? Because the farmers entitled to sell their products outside the mandi. Okay, right. Commission agents can dominate here. Inadequate domination of commission agents here is there. Okay, so ruling party politicians, right, commission agents, right, traders are likely to cheat the farmers by making a cartel, but here no chance, right? Okay, so farmers likely to get 30% of the consumer paid amount, but here more than 30% likely to get. That's why here farmers are likely to get more income is with the help of new acts. The lesser demand, why? Because fewer number of commission agents are there, fewer number of traders are there. That's why they can command the market. What they say, it is implemented. That's why price can be decided by the demand, not supply and demand. Here high demand is there. That's why here price is decided by the supply and demand. Here demand only can decide the price. That's why just we are increasing the demand. As demand increases, price also increases. Situation like before IRDA try, you see, before IRDA situation, right? We couldn't enjoy the telephone, we couldn't enjoy the insurance, but with the inception of the presence of the IRDA and try, right, the services of insurance telecom has been multiplied. This MSP in old system we had an MSP, now also we have a MSP. Yes, government didn't repeal MSP, so that's why minimum support price is assured. For example, whenever a farmer is not able to get the required price from the mandi, government mandi or private mandi, then government can purchase the right items. Near about 23-24 crops are ensured by the MSP. That's why government didn't cancel MSP. MSP is going on. Presence of procurement here, there. Okay, so here government mandi plus private mandi. That's why demand has been increased. Where demand seems more than price also more. That's why farmers are benefited. Chain, okay. Here more middlemen. Yes, here chain seems lesser. That's why here between farmer and consumer we are having many more middlemen. The fruits of the agriculture can be grabbed by the middlemen. Here no chance. Here between farmer and consumer, less number of middlemen. That's why here good price can be grabbed by the farmer. That's why here new system is good than the old system. Okay, then FPO, farmer producer organizations, right, or companies. Okay, in the old system we are, now also we are having. Okay, that's why individual farmers can't get required bargaining power. That's why they can make into they can form into one company or organization. Yes, according to Indian Companies Act 2013. That's why with the collective bargaining they can get remunerative price. Okay, the system, yes, comes under, yes, of course it was started in 2010 itself. Now also existed. Yes, government didn't repeal FPO system. Yes, that's why individual farmers may get a lesser price, but collective bargaining may get higher price. That's why farmer producer organizations, some farmers, they converted into one company or organization, and collectively they can sell their food grains to, yes, to the, yes, buyers. Okay, that's why here FPO gets higher, yes, income than individuals. Contract farming, right, no change. Okay, see, yes, in 1989 contract farming, yes, took place in Hoshiarpur in Punjab. Okay, now also contract farming is there. That's why here between a contract which is existed between yes, businessman and farmer. Okay, everything is going on. Okay, restricted market scope, yes, now open market scope, right? That's why here. Okay, next one is production driven, here demand driven. We are increasing demand. That's why here demand driven situation going on. That's why farmers are benefited compulsorily. So previously only production. So that's why here that's why farmers concentrated over the production only. But here farmers concentrate not only production but also demand. Okay, so they wanted high demand. High demand means high price. Okay, that's why demand driven, right, bills. Okay, so supply greater than demand, here low price, but here supply is matched with demand. That's why rational price is assured in the new bills, no doubt at all. Okay, cartel sub-middleman took place here, no chance to farm. Cartels. Okay, that's why oligopoly practices, no oligopoly, no chance. Why? Because fewer traded, fewer commission agents, right, they made into cartel, yes, to cheat the farming society, but no chance. Because whenever farmers feel like that, yes, they can sell their products outside mandi. That is the situation what we are having. That's why your farm bills are so good, they don't harm the farming society. It's true. You see here with reference to, right, old system, cereals, pulses, oilseeds, edible oils, onions, potato, these were the regulated, but here deregulated. With reference to production, supply, distribution, these were regulated, now deregulated. Why? Because in order to instigate farmers' income, yes, Mr. Modi lifted these items from, yes, Essential Commodities Act. This is true. For example, whenever we feel inflation, then government, yes, abruptly, suddenly entered the field, and again these items can, yes, can be added into Essential Commodities Act. That's why we don't bother about the Essential Commodities Act also. Why? Because here now farmers can store the pulses, yes, still getting high price. Farmers, yes, store the right cereals, till get the higher income. But in the old system, no, yes, restriction was imposed by the central government over the traders, commission agents, farmers. Okay, the situation has been, right, eliminated. The motto is instigate the farming, yes, income. Okay, so that's why. And next one is here, no dispute settlement mechanism when dispute erupted between farmer and business. But here dispute settlement mechanism existed. Whenever, right, dispute taking place between farmer and businessman, no dispute settlement mechanism was there. But we are having dispute settlement mechanism. That's why whenever dispute is, yes, erupted between farmer and businessman, can be eliminated within fraction of seconds. Okay, that's why farm bills are so good, right? Okay, so farm service did mention. Okay, here farm service is mentioned. Why? Because here between farmer and as businessman can provide many more farm service to the farmer. For example, you see land preparation. In order to prepare the land, yes, farmer is needed some amount can be arranged by the businessman. Input purchase, whenever farmer, yes, required inputs, yes, can be supplied by the businessman. Whenever production, yes, advice also given by the businessman. Okay, transport, everything. So what farmer is needed in contract farming can be, right, supplied by the businessman, yes, which is included in the new act, which was absent in the old act. We have to know this fact. That's why here the farmer, right, the farmer easily cultivate, and whatever the requirement he needed simply supplied by the businessman. These are the these are treated as farm services. Farm service is given by the businessman. Okay, so here no farm service. Here, no farm services means no interference of corporate in input supply, transport, right? Okay, transport, right? But here, due to farm services, farmers feared that the corporate may dominate the farmers, but it is not correct. Okay, why? Because it is the act. It is the act. According to act, they have to write act. They have to do action. Okay, so the farmer and businessman both must bow their head before the act. That's all. So between farmer and businessman, one act is there. Act can dominate the farmer and businessman. That's why no chance. We need not fear about the corporate agriculture. Yes, restricted market, only government mandi. Open, restricted, both are present. Here that upswing downswings take place in the price. In open market, we fear that in open market leads to price high, no problem. Why? Because upswing downswing is very common. Whenever upswing downswing taking place, yes, immediately government can enter the field and can correct it. For example, you see with reference to perishable items, non-perishable items. For example, perishable items, yes, prices increased 100%. Then and there itself, government can enter into the field and can correct the situation. With reference to non-perishable, if price rise increases 50%, then government enter into the field and correct the situation. That's why here government is there. Okay, so less market scope, yes, high market scope as I told you. Okay, next one is here. Fear of MSP elimination, yes, no fear. Fear of corporate domination, no. Fear of removal of government mandis, no. Fear of inflation due to removal of some commodities from essential, no. Why? Because government can enter. Fear that government may not take back these essential items into act, no. Government can take back essential items, right, into essential commodities act. Okay, whenever problem, for example, natural calamities is there, for example, famine is there, for example, war situation is there, for example, inflation is there, at that time government can enter into the field again. These goods taken back into essential commodities act can be regulated. Okay, fear of hoarding, yes, inflation, yes, in this situation government can take action. That's why here why yes nationwide strike is going. The main reason is fear of MSP elimination, but MSP is existed. Fear of corporate damage, no damage. Why? Because we are having act can punish the corporate field, right? Okay, that's when we need to bother about corporate agriculture also, right? Okay, then removal of government mandis, APMC is there. Central government didn't eliminate APMC. Why? Because APMC run by the state governments. Okay, fear of inflation, no. Whenever inflation takes place, right, government can enter into the field. For example, as I told you with reference to perishable items, onion, potato is, for example, price of these goods is 100% increasement, then government can enter to the field, right, can correct and import the goods. Okay, everything is right done by the government, yes, to save the consumers, to save the farmers. Okay, so fear that fear that government may not take back these essential commodities. It was clearly mentioned that whenever problem is erupted, government enter the field and correct the situation. Okay, so here fear of inflation is, for example, as I told you, fear of cereals, pulses, edible oils. Okay, for example, non-perishable, for 50%, more than 50%, yes, price increase, then government can enter into the field to correct the situation. Okay, with reference to perishable items, 100% price rise takes place. Yes, government enter into the field. That's why we need not bother of the farm bills. Why? Because farm bills can save the farmers, can save the consumers. Okay, and the chain, especially the middleman power, the middleman chain has been eliminated. Okay, and the main motto is increase the farm income. Why? Because Mr. Modi promised to doubling of our farm income by 2022. That's why he has taken many more bold steps, many more welfare programs towards agriculture. Okay, that's why farm bills also one of them. That's, as I told you, the situation, the background, historical perspective, just we discussed, and since 1947, what happened? Yes, also we discussed. That's why it is understood that we should try to welcome the as new farm bills, and we need to have many more farm bills in order to develop the that agriculture sector. Why? Because as I told you, only 13.9% of the GDP is enjoyed by the farmers, but their number 48% workforce. Okay, that's why we should try to. But thing is that detailed debate is needed. Why? Because so misconception going on, misinterpretation going on. Okay, that's why must be eliminated. Yes, farmers and state governments. Yes, everybody. Yes, need to sit collectively and yes, conduct a debate between central government, state government. Then these misconceptions must be eliminated. Okay, thank you.